Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4 on Nyxus Gaming. In the last episode, we started cleaning up side quests here in Nuka World. We learned the secret of John Caleb Brad Burton and Project Cobalt, among other secrets the man had. And we decided to come here to the junkyard to finish up the Trip to the Stars quest. And it didn't go so well. You see, I've made a terrible mistake here. You see, when you're loading in the fusion cores here, there are 4 empty spots. You only need 3 of them. But I figured, hey, why not? I got an extra. Throw it in. Because maybe it'll work better. And boy, does it work better. Unfortunately, I cannot take a 4th one out. And I realized that the save I was going to revert to last time to fix this mess is way farther back than I realized, and I would have to do all of the raider outposts again, which I really don't want to do. So I think we're just going to roll with this result here. In case you're wondering what that 4th fusion core does, we'll do a little recap. Why not? Once you put it in, all of the hubologists will run into this UFO spaceship thing here, right? And this thing is a ride. You can start the ride, and you might want to look away if you get nauseous easy. I'll tell you when to look back.
Visions. I'm seeing visions.
It spins around for a little bit.
I think I'm gonna puke. Something's wrong.
And it's slowing down now. You can probably look back now. Yep. And they're all dead. They're all dead. So you only want to put 3 fusion cores in. If you put in the 4th one,
Let me know if you find some
you
spare
get this
ammo.
ending, which is the bad ending. And they're all just dead, and you can't really do anything about it. If they were to survive, they would give you the Alien Blaster, which famously one of the best energy weapons in the entire Fallout series. Sadly, on a bad note, I am not going to get it. On a good note, I don't use energy weapons. If this was an energy weapon playthrough, then I would suck it up and reload the save and do this all the right way. But I don't, so these guys are all just dead. The part that I am a little bit upset about is I am not able to move up to AHS 9 now on this profile, which you really don't get anything specific for doing. All you get is more lore related to the hubologists here that I would have liked to show off, but sadly I could not for reasons, as previously explained. But nonetheless, that finishes off this quest, Trip to the Stars. Now, there is a star core, among other things, that we still gotta pick up here at this junkyard. So, I am gonna go ahead and cut around and do that now. You can get a commie whacker here on the 1st floor of the warehouse, right next to the fusion generator. The star core is on the 2nd floor of the warehouse here, next to the animatronic alien. I also picked up a Nuka-Cola Dark here that I'm not sure if we'd gotten before, but the star core is right here next to it all. And there's also this safe that I haven't gotten into yet. So let's break into that.
Got it.
Get some 44 rounds, some Mentats and Rad-X. There are also quite a few fusion cores around the junkyard in case you need them for the UFO. I ended up going back to Sanctuary to grab mine. I wasn't aware of these. There's, of course, the fusion generator one here, but also in this orange gondola thing, if you can land in it, you can see that there. You can also just jump up and grab it like that. In the tunnel section, once you get to this part, just past the first subway cart, There's a bear hanging out of the wall with another fusion core in his mouth. If you're looking at the UFO and you go south, climb up here to this blue teacup, there's another fusion core next to it. And then one more in the subway cart next to the UFO here. It said it was supposed to be up on the shelf, but I guess mine fell down off the shelf there. It should be located in here. And that is all the loot you can find here. Of course, like I said, missing the alien blaster because I made a very, I think it's an honest mistake, thinking, oh yeah, put an extra fusion core in. That way it runs better.
Been too long since
What a fool I am, right? What a fool. Alright, so what I want to do next, this episode, I want to finish Amoral Combat this episode. But before we do that, we're going to finish repairing the mainframe here. And for that, we need 2 more of the star cores, and we just picked up one of the ones we're missing. If you remember right, the last one is in the galactic zone, in an area that we could not get to without powering up the whole park here. Wait. Why do I have 2? No, I know I'm missing the one in the galactic zone. Did I grab this one before and it respawned? Do star cores respawn? Maybe it did respawn. Well, we have an extra star core. I'm still going to show off where that last one is in the galactic zone, so let's head over there. Because, you know, we'll be heading over there anyway to collect our reward for it. And I will be doing Amoral Combat with that reward. Because I feel like it's only suitable for that. Alright, so our final star core is up at the top of Starport Nuka. And in order to get there, we need to power up this elevator. And up we go, right? Is there another... Oh, maybe it's this button. Duh.
Going up.
Ooh, it's a very fast elevator. Should be up there in no time. It'd be cool if this was glass and we could look out over the park, but I guess the idea is we're going to look out over everything at the top. Yeah, we can see Fizztop Mountain, we can see Kitty Kingdom, the bottling plant. That's the Safari Adventure, that's Dry Rock Gulch. It's a nice spot where we can see everything. Where's the power plant? Right over there, yep. I think that's Grandchester Mystery Mansion there. I have no idea what that is. Just another... Oh, that might be the junkyard, actually. Yeah, that's the junkyard. Point being, we can see everything from up here. There's also a Nuka-Cola Victory. And our final star core right there. So let's go back down and plug these in and get our reward. You know, it's a fast elevator ride, but doing it a second time, it feels so much slower. Okay, we gotta go down to the first floor. And I think our last 2 ports to plug stuff in are here. There's 1. And there's 2. We have finished repairing the main frame. And we unlock the case from the terminal. Protocol display case access. Open display case. We now have access to the crown jewel of Fallout 4. This is a guaranteed Mark V X01 full suit of power armor with its own custom paint job that you can't get anywhere else in the game. We learned about it last time in Project Cobalt. They used it to coat a suit of power armor in Quantum, and that is what this is, a one-of-a-kind suit that should not exist anywhere else in the universe. And it is ours. Now, it did look like there were legendary effects on it. I saw the stars. Increase action point refresh speed with all pieces equipped. Oh, they all do that. So you can get your action points back really fast with this thing.
The next bloke we run into is armed with a can opener. I'd say we're good to go.
Oh, I think they're gonna need more than a can opener, Kate. They're gonna need something strong to get into this. Alright. So, Amoral combat. We gotta go talk to Frisch because some unfortunate guy has made his way through the gauntlet. And it's up to us, now that Coulter's gone, to deal with it. Alright, I don't know why Frisch is the one in charge of the gauntlet, because he runs the arcade, which is kind of completely different, but you know, we'll play his game. You know, while we're here, we can check the ticket store. Now that we have all these tickets, we can see if we can buy anything cool. What's up, Frisch?
Got plenty to play around here. Have at it.
I heard you were looking for me.
You heard the alarm, right? That means someone's in the gauntlet. Looks like a real tough one, too. What happens next is up to you. You can take him on yourself in the arena, or I can make sure our little rat never gets out of the maze.
What happens if I choose to fight?
All you need to do is gear up and head for the arena. Bring whatever weapons and armor you want. Then we open up the door to the gauntlet and let in whatever dumbass scaver Mark fell into the trap. After that, playtime. So what's the call, boss? You gonna give us a show or what?
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a Raider's respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
Alright, to the arena we go. I feel like... Look, our combat rifle is still really underwhelming for this suit of power armor, but at least it'll be better than a pistol, right? Okay, to the Kolakar's Arena, where we originally fought Coulter when we first got into this DLC. We're returning now towards the end to take his place.
Seems like the work never ends.
And maybe if someone does kill us, I know, very funny, but let's just acknowledge that real quick. If someone does kill us, then they become the new Overboss. They take our place. It's not gonna happen, but, like, just imagine. Oh, it sounds like we got a crowd already. Although, oh yeah, I see a few people here. Yep, okay. No disciples watching. There he is. Oh no, he's invisible. He's actually, I wish you would not be invisible, so I could use VATS on you at least. I don't need it. And that's Amoral Combat, all done. No, I thought it would all be one quest, but I guess each bit of combat is its own quest. Okay, so we're about to knock out like 6 different Amoral Combat quests this episode. Don't mind if I do. Now, this part I'm not sure of. We might need to leave Nuka Town and come back in order to trigger the next one. Okay, so it appears that after each fight, we gotta wait 2 days and then re-enter the gauntlet, re-enter the arena here, and it should trigger the next one. So, I'm not gonna make you guys watch me waiting. I don't know where I'm gonna wait, though. I don't see... Over here, can I do this while in power armor? I probably gotta get out of the power armor to wait. It's going to be a whole process. But I'll be back with the next fight. Can I not sit in these chairs? What the hell? I'll sit in this one and wait. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so it turns out this quest is not that easy to trigger. I ended up waiting there for 2 days, going back in. It did not trigger. I ran around outside and inside Nuka Town. I went up to Fizz Top Grill and I slept for 2 days straight. And eventually, just wandering around, I just now got it to pop up. So let me talk to Fritch. I guess we're going to have to talk to him before every arena fight, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It's already hard enough to trigger. You're just throwing in an extra step. It'll be fine. My power armor is just right outside the arena, so don't worry that I'm not wearing it.
Guess you heard the alarm, huh? Well, you know the deal. You want to take down another worthless wastelander?
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a raider's respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
Alright, and it's back to Kolokars. I get the feeling this wasn't a line of quests designed to be done all at once. Like, the idea is you're just wandering through Nuka Town at one... Sorry, I got the hiccups. You're wandering through Nuka Town at one point, and you get the first quest, and you knock it out, and you're not aware of the other quests. So you go about, and you just do your own thing, but then eventually you get another quest as you're doing your own thing, not just doing them all at once like this. I don't have anything better to do, so I'm gonna do them all at once like this.
The next bloke we run into is armed with a can opener. I'd say we're good.
I also looked it up. There are 6 unique opponents that you can fight here. After that, you can keep doing the quest, but it's gonna be random people that don't have names and stuff. I don't know, we really only just want to fight the final one, the 6th one, because he has an amazing weapon that you want to have. Yeah, I think my power armor is better than yours, buddy. Just a little bit better. You had Nuka grenades on you. Gonna take all your power armor, too. Alright, and that is Amoral Combat 2 done. I'm just gonna go run around again and try and trigger the 3rd one. I'll be back when I have it. While we're back up at the Fizz Top Grill area and about to sleep for 2 days, I do want to go ahead and knock out this miscellaneous objective where we collect our first payout from the Commonwealth. All you just got to do is check this steamer trunk here. We got 567 caps for it. Now to sleep. I really honestly have no idea how to keep triggering this quest. This time I went up straight up to Fizz Top Grill because I figured, you know, away from the Kolokars arena might be better. I slept for 2 days straight and then I just wandered around for a while. My game just crashed. So as I was saying, occasionally I'll I'll just start wandering around, and then occasionally I was leaving town and going back in, just walking out and back into the gate a little bit, and that still wasn't working, so I decided to fast travel all the way up to the Snake, just north of the Safari Adventure, and back, because maybe I had to leave the town completely to trigger it, and it still didn't work, so I just started wandering around again, and eventually it hit. I have no idea how to trigger this quest.
Guess you heard the alarm, huh? Well, you know the deal. You want to take down another worthless wastelander?
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a raider's respect.
And it
Just
seems
head for
like the dialogue is exactly the same with Fritch every time, so I might just start leaving that out. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, if I'm being honest. I've played a lot of this game tonight. The past few episodes have all been recorded tonight. And there have just been a lot of bugs to deal with in this game lately.
Seems like the work never ends.
And
But I'll get
I know this isn't really a bug. This is just a poor trigger to start the quest. But it's still sort of getting on my nerves, because my nerves have already been got on, you know? Alright, let's go fight this next
What
guy.
am I supposed to wear?
Our fusion core is almost out, but we should have extras from the junkyard. We grabbed like 5 of them, so...
Overboss. Making trouble?
Alright, let's go ahead and reload this. And let's see who we're fighting this time. Is that a super mutant? It is. Named Rage. Doesn't seem that mad to me. So that was Rage. I don't understand how they can find this entertaining when I'm literally just walking in an impervious suit of power armor and just gunning down my opponent. I don't know. Let me trigger the next one. So I might be onto something about triggering this. I'm really not sure. I did something very similar to last time. I went straight up to the Fizz Top Grill. I slept for 2 days straight because I believe the wiki was right that it needs to be at least 48 hours. And then I fast traveled up to the Angry Anaconda once again, and then back to Nuka Town, USA. Then I walked from the front entrance from the transit station all the way up to Fizz Top Grill, and it triggered in just about the exact same spot. Which is still a lot to do just to get this to trigger, but at least I'm kind of nailing down a way to get it to trigger. It's very
Guess you heard the
annoying.
alarm, huh? Well,
Yeah, I know the deal.
Time to put on a
Time to
Hell
put on
yeah.
a show,
Just head for
kick
the-
some ass, get Raider respect or something like that. And then run all the way back to the Kolakars Arena. I feel like I'm doing more running and wandering around than I am fighting for this, which is kind of upsetting. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's go see what we're gonna fight next. We have 3 more named fighters to fight. I'm trying to think. I don't think it's gonna fill out the rest of the episode. I like to end episodes off at least the 45-minute mark, and we still got like 21 minutes to do 3 fights. And they're maybe lasting like 3 or 4 minutes on this whole process. I don't know, maybe the last 2 or even 3 will be harder and last longer. We'll see. It ought to be close to 45 minutes. We might end it off early. Who knows?
Mags, William, and Lizzie.
All right.
Do is hear them speak to know they
Let's do a reload as we enter and see what we got. Is that another guy in power armor? I think so. Oh, he has no helmet, though. Commander Bear. I've already just blown off most of his power armor. It's pretty cheap. I don't know what model you got on, but it's pretty cheap. It's just T45. Nonetheless, I'm going to take it all. You got to be, like, close to being over-encumbered, right? No, 128 out of 350. And that's with this quantum suit with a bunch of Raider power armor and T-45. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think that whole process from starting to record again after triggering this to finishing that only took about 3 minutes. So
Supporting the operators.
going by that, we should be done with the final fight in about 6 minutes, around the 31-minute mark. Oh boy, I better find something else to do. So, of course, after I think I'm nailing down a way to get this quest to trigger, it doesn't work at all. I had to do a lot of wandering around after doing what worked 2 times before. So, yeah, I have no fucking clue. I'm just completely lost and at the mercy of the game to get these going, which is even worse. Okay, Fritch.
Guess you heard the alarm,
Come on.
huh?
Yeah.
Well,
We know the deal.
Time to
Fight
put
in
on
the
a show.
arena, put on a show,
Yes,
Raiders respect, kick some ass, get out of here. They could have at least changed the dialogue up a little bit. Like, I feel like if you're gonna put in a repetitive task like this in the game, you don't have to make every single line of dialogue different, but throw in at least 2 or 3 different things they can say. Make it random. That way you're not just listening to the same thing every time, you know? I feel like that would be fair. That would be good game design. This is Bethesda we're talking about, though. Alright, let's don our
Unless
suits
the next bloke we run into is armed with
and
a
head
gun.
back in.
Made some good moves, boss. Guess Gage knew
Alright,
what he was doing.
I think this is already fully reloaded, right? Oh no, it was missing 4 bullets. Who do we got this time? What are you?
Hey,
Sabine?
so dead.
You're just a person. You're like the weakest one I've fought so far. What is wrong with you? Got a power fist on you though. You don't see power fists that often in this game. That's probably a decent grab. But there we go. That's another one done. And I suppose, like, just to fill out the episode here a little bit, I'll walk you guys through, like, what I think was working in triggering this quest, but suddenly didn't work last time. So I leave my power armor here. That way I'm not just wandering around for what seems like forever, draining the fusion core. And then I walk all the way up to Fizz Top Grill. I walk there instead of fast traveling, just to try and pass some time and make the game think that I'm wandering around a little bit. Sometimes I miss the exit because I'm stupid. I just turn around and go back for it. Wave hi to Bodley, whatever his name is. You got Cappy and you got the other one. I don't know what the other one's name is. Actually, I'm pretty sure it said it at one point. I just have no idea. And once again, instead of crossing the water straight there, I take the long way around just to try and make the game, convince the game that I am walking around trying to trigger it. If this goes well, it will trigger right about here by this blood spot, if it goes well. So we're going to bring this down. I don't know why it's always in the up position, which is kind of dumb. We go up, and then we're gonna sleep here for 2 days straight. That is 48 hours. 2 sets of 24. 3 sets of 16. 4 sets of 12. We're doing our basic maths here. It's not divisible by 5, though, but 6? That is 6 sets of fucking 8. Hells yeah, I still got it, baby. High school math. That's 24 hours down, and let's do 24 more. You can see how much time has passed on the calendar there. It's 10:21. I don't know what day it was when I started doing these, but you can tell how many days I've waited. You know, it ought to be close to like an anniversary of being in this game. I doubt I've only spent a year of in-game time in this game. That would be crazy. Oh, also while I've been up here, I've been going ahead and taking the caps. It's about 92 caps every 2 days, so that's a decent amount, I guess. I don't know why I'm writing this down, but might as well. At this point, I go ahead and I fast travel all the way up to the Angry Anaconda because that is pretty far away from Nuka Town, USA. Gives it a chance to reset the area, I think. And then, simply enough, I just fast travel right back to the Nuka Town, USA entrance. And once we're back here, we're going to take another little walk through Nuka Town, USA once again, which in my head is just showing the game once again that we are wandering around. We're trying to get this quest. It's my way of pleading with the game. Please give me the quest. I'm doing the walking. I'm doing the work. You know, when you're trying to trigger a quest and you have no idea how to trigger it, you just throw in a little bit of everything. You know, you fast travel away, you fast travel back, you try sleeping, you just wander around for a while. And even here, there's another little trick I'll do. I'm going to leave this gate, and I'm going to walk as far as here, do a little run around that. Because who knows, maybe the trigger is right here, or it's at any of the gates entering and leaving Nuka Town. So you just throw that in there in hopes that that's it, that's the trigger. But if everything worked right, it should happen here. It did not happen there. I got it to trigger twice at that point by doing that whole process, but the past 2 times, it suddenly hasn't worked. So now I am faced with the fact that I just gotta wander around Nuka Town for a while and hope it shows up. One thing that I'll try to do, I think this is how I eventually got it to trigger last time. I'm going to retake this exit outside of town. Oh, also, this is a fun thing I've noticed with this car. This blue car here in particular. Don't jump on it. Oh, it didn't do it this time, but you can see it's like, it's moving around. I think it's like actually, it's 2 cars in one. Oh. Yeah, so every time I've jumped on that car, like 2 blue cars have imploded out of it and knocked into me and killed my character. So you just want to be very careful around that car. Just a fun little thing I've noticed while doing all this, you know? But anyways, I'm going to throw this in here. I'm going to exit from that gate and I'm going to come all the way around here. This is interesting because I was very much wanting to trigger this quest. I looked up a video and a guy said that you can trigger it by just running over this spot right here. And apparently he can reproduce that multiple times, but no matter what, I haven't been able to get it to trigger there. Because, again, it's just completely random and it sucks to trigger this. Other people keep saying to just run around on top of these, on top of this cage area here next to the gauntlet, and eventually it'll trigger. I've tried that a little bit. But no, it still won't trigger for me because, again... You know what? I don't even care. This is the last quest, and I don't have to worry about triggering it again. Maybe that is the thing. Maybe you just run around on top of that cage, and eventually it will trigger. Who knows? But you guys saw everything I just went through to try and get that to work. It would honestly probably be more worth it, like I said, to do it how the game intended, and just go about and do your own thing around Nuka World and wait for these to pop up on their own, instead of trying to trigger all 6 of them, one after the other, and get annoyed like I
Guess you
am.
heard the alarm, huh? Well,
Time to put on a show.
hell yeah! Just head for the...
Now, I will warn you guys, as the 6th and final unique contender in the Color Cars arena here, this guy, I don't know if he's an actual challenge or not. I do know that he has a full suit of, I think, T60 power armor, and he has one of the best weapons in the game, probably the best minigun you can ever have. I don't think it really does anything for him in particular because he's an enemy, but you definitely want to pick up his weapon after all is said and done.
Unless the next bloke we run
So let's
into is
head on
armed with a
in.
can opener.
Our fusion core is probably going to run out like mid-combat. I'm pretty sure we have another one, but if we don't, that's going to suck, you know?
I thought about trying
All
my
right.
hand at the gauntlet just to
Can we
if I
see him
could.
from here? We just see a bright light, which usually means power armor helmet light. So like I said, he does have power armor on, and he will have a minigun. Defeat the challenger. This is the Rogue Knight. He is also a legendary enemy, apparently. You can see he's shredding my health in the bottom left there. But overall, not a huge challenge. So yeah, Rogue Knight. He used to be part of the Brotherhood of Steel here. He's got 3 fusion cores on him. A mighty Gauss rifle, not bad. 25% more damage. He has his T60 Brotherhood of Steel armor. You'll probably definitely want to grab that. He has his knight uniform. His weapon that he was using doesn't usually show up in his inventory, so you got to kind of look around for it. It is known as a Turnus.
There we go.
A Turnus is a minigun, or a Gatlin laser gun or something. It's really fucking good. And it has unlimited ammo capacity, which basically means this thing has infinite ammo because it runs on fusion cores. And it will never have to reload. You can just hold it down like this the entire time and just run through those fusion cores. I should be careful where I'm shooting it though. I'm trying to watch. It's down at 7 ammo right now, which it flicked down to right away. So I'm trying to see how long I can hold this down until it flicks down to 6 ammo. As you can see, it's not really flicking down to 6 ammo at all. It's just I'm holding it down forever and... yeah. So maybe it uses a core every time you fire it up. Nope, it doesn't even do that. It just legit seems like it has infinite ammo. Yeah, this thing is extremely overpowered. And honestly, now that I have it, it might not be a bad heavy weapon to use. Unfortunately, I didn't really spec into heavy weapons, so... Okay, so apparently, I only had 1 more fusion core. Wait, no, I have more. Why can I suddenly not use this? Okay, something has gone wrong, and apparently it's not infinite ammo anymore. I am very confused. I don't know why. But nonetheless, we got it, and if you guys can figure it out, it's an amazing weapon to have. Definitely worth it in my book. I think after all that trouble of trying to get these quests to trigger, we're going to go ahead and end it off here. We might do one more thing. I want to go check the operator's base, see if Mags has left that power armor somewhere. In which case, I'll get Kate to pick it up, because it might come in handy to have her have it next episode. If you haven't realized, we only have one side quest left to do here in Nuka World, and that is open season. You didn't think I wasn't going to do that, right? I left Far Harbor in ruins. I destroyed all 3 locations. You didn't think I was going to just ignore the option to destroy this place too, right? Plus, you don't really destroy it. All you really do is just kill all the raiders here. All the traders stay around and they just do their thing,
Respect
which is
around
nice.
here, you gotta earn it.
I see William.
Handing over new
I don't see the power armor. Or... oh, she's still in it.
I have to hand it to you.
She is still in the power armor. She's supposed to get out of it eventually. That's what I was told. This might be a problem.
Should be a couple odd jobs available.
Tell you
if
what,
wanna get your
we
hands
have a
dirty.
stealth boy.
Talk to Matt.
I wasn't able to pickpocket the core off of her before. Kate idolizes us. William's right behind me, which... okay, I'm still hidden. Let me quick save. I'm only going to try this once. Let's pop a stealth boy. And let's try taking this fusion core again. Nope, just instant danger. I cannot get this fusion core off of her. And my game just crashed again. That's twice in one episode. What is going on? Okay, so it appears we are not going to be able to get her out of that armor, which is very disappointing. But I'll tell you guys anyway, like I said, we're going to be doing open season. So whether she likes it or not, we're going to get the pieces to that power armor. I would rather get the frame to it too, but in order to get that frame, she needs to get out of it. If we kill her while she's in the power armor, we won't get the frame. But we'll get the parts, don't worry. I think since Kate idolizes us, we'll go ahead and do her last conversation, get her perk, and we'll go ahead and end it there. What do you want to talk about, Kate?
Hey.
What you need?
Hey there.
I'd still like to have that talk. Do you have time now?
What's on your mind?
I've been thinking about this for a long time. Just try to bear with me. This isn't easy for me to say, and I want to get it right. Where do I begin? Did you know I spent 3 years fighting at the combat zone? 3 years of getting beaten to hell by a bunch of losers and lunatics. After the matches were over, I'd spit out the blood, stitch me wounds, and do a couple of shots of psycho to keep me going. I fucking hated it. I hated the crowds, I hated the other fighters, and I hated myself. I never understood why I put myself through all that. Until now. It was because
Did she just get out of it?
And I think deep down, I wanted to die.
Kate. I'm sorry, Kate.
I wanted one of my opponents
Kate. Quickly.
Point out what you need and I'll
You
get
need
right
to
on it.
get in that power armor before she gets back into it. Hurry. We got it, boys. We got it. Alright. This is going to be great for next time. Me and Kate are just going to roll through Nuka Town open season with XO1 power armor.
Hey.
Sure.
Okay,
Just keep-
you can
I'd still
continue
like
now.
to have that talk.
What's on your mind?
I've been thinking about. Just try to. Did you know I spent 3 years fighting? 3 years of getting. After the matches were. I fucking hated it. I hated the
Right.
I never understood why I put myself through all. It was because I was alone. And I think deep down, I wanted to die. I wanted one of my opponents to crush the life out of me. The easy way out.
Well, that's the past. You're not alone anymore.
Then maybe you know what I'm trying to say to you. My life's been nothing but one huge failure after another. You've heard all my stories, and you know the prices I've paid. There were a few times, when things got really bad, that I found myself staring down the barrel of my own shotgun. I don't know why I didn't pull the trigger. I guess I was praying that I could find a single decent scrap of humanity in this fucked up world. And then, what you did for me back there at Vault 95, it was like the answer to those prayers. That's the first time in my life I fully depended on someone else, and they didn't let me down. God damn it, I'm making a mess of this.
It's all right, Kate. Let it all out.
I'll be fine. I just need to be getting to the point. The longer we've been spending time together, the more I'm beginning to realize what you mean to me. And I'm not just talking about you watching me back or sharing a drink together. I mean more than that. Before we met, I'd never let me guard down around anyone. I didn't dare. But with you, I feel like I can let you in and see me for everything that I am. For better or for worse. Look, I can't go back to the way things were before we met. I won't. But what I need you to do is look me in the eyes and tell me you feel something too.
Of course I do. I'm in love with you, Kate.
You're what?
Fucking, you told me to say it.
You're in love
Fucking
with
shit,
me.
Kate.
I
Make
can't-
up your mind.
I can't do that right now. I'm just not ready. I'm sorry.
Whatever, we got the trigger rush perk. You know I'll get you eventually, Kate, like I got everyone else. Even dance. Okay, so trigger rush, what do that do? Action points regenerate faster if your health is below 25%. That would be great without the 25% part.
Not supposed to
Oh
hurt
well.
the other gang.
Alright, I think that's a good spot to end off on. Next time, we're gonna have open season. I might try and figure out how to reload Aternus before then. And we'll just take Aternus and this quantum power armor and we'll just rip through the whole park. We'll probably end up also retaking all the settlements that we gave to the raiders. Might as well hit them all at once, you know? I don't know how Gage is going to react. We might lose him as a companion. That being said, we didn't lose old Longfellow when we destroyed Far Harbor. So it might be a toss-up. We might be able to keep him. Who knows? It'll be interesting to find out. But we'll find that out next time. So thank you all for watching. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.